Jason Abraham, the shadow teacher, and last night, or I guess technically early this morning, I woke from a lucid dream. And those who are not in the know of what a lucid dream is, it's simply a dream where you have full agency and consciousness within your dream. And you're not simply observing, but you actually have influence over the dream itself. And this is one of those types of dreams that actually mirrored reality more. And in the dream, I'm kind of myself. I'm a life coach, a personal trainer, and I'm actually going to work out at a fitness club. It was a fancy fitness club in the dreams. That's a little bit different than my reality. It was something like an Equinox or a Lifetime, had that kind of feel to it. And a beautiful young girl came to me who was a personal trainer and showed great interest in training me. And I come to find out that her motivation is not simply because she finds me an amazing specimen and is that fascinated in helping me on my fitness goals, which at this time is to attain the Brad Pitt, Tyler Durden Fight Club physique. So that's not her inspiration for approaching me. It turns out in this dream there's a contest to where the trainers can, when they make enough money, when they bring in enough commission, they win a Lamborghini. And I thought, wow, that is quite the prize, quite an amazing gift, but a bit beyond the pay grade of a trainer at a place like this. And in the dream, again, I smiled. I said, well, I tell you what, honey, you get me started on my fight club physique. You help me on my journey. I'll pay for a couple of sessions and we'll see where that goes. And I'll help you put some money towards your chance of winning that Lamborghini. And then I woke up. And when I woke up, again, just the thought of this, like, 'cause there was actually a similar type of contest at the gym I worked at, where if you brought in enough money, you won a trip to Hawaii, which is really nice. But for me, I was always more motivated by, instead of having these perks, I would much rather get a higher percentage of my earnings and actually have a bigger paycheck to take home and have the choice of doing what I would like with that money instead of having a prize. And it got me thinking again of people who get motivated by these prizes. Say someone who wins a Lamborghini or a Jaguar, a car that is amazing, a beautiful piece of mechanical artistry and technology, but requires a certain amount to maintain and keep up. And many times people don't think about this. They just get so swept up in the desire to attain this flashy new thing, even though their lifestyle and their processes are not going to support keeping it up. And I think about the ultimate portrayal of this on game shows like The Price is Right, which I remember I used to watch them with my grandmother, but now I absolutely disdain them, because to me the game show is the ultimate portrayal of this exploitation of this reptilian consciousness. You see people of ordinary walks of life, they get a chance to win something, win some shiny prize, and for simply spinning a wheel or whatever, making some guesses, lucky guesses on things, and something that takes no skill to do, just more luck, and how people are fascinated by this. But you hear the stories again about people who win the lottery and they end up more broke than ever after winning the lottery because they never attained the habits and the skills needed to maintain that lifestyle. And eventually what this does is it deepens a person into a new level of debt slavery that they never before thought was possible, and deepens their servitude to the controllers of this system that exploit what I call the reptilian consciousness, the consciousness that is motivated by greed, by pleasure, by status, by security, the security of hoarding things, the perception of security through hoarding things. And when people get into this state, it's really hard to dig out of. It's not impossible, but it's very hard, because when you win something that excites the senses, it just comes out of the blue. But yet, again, you haven't built the discipline in your lifestyle to generate the energy. And I'm not going to say money and finance. I'm going to say energy, because I'm looking at money as energy. But like the output of energy that sustains this stuff, then you become a slave. You become a slave, like, to credit and debt. And ultimately, you know, if this stuff, if having this shit, if that's what's important to you, I'm not going to judge. You can do whatever the fuck you want with your life, but there is always an energy exchange. Energy in, energy out, energy out, energy back. And thinking about what you contribute. You know, instead of being driven, again, what keeps people under control and under the grasp of the controllers is thinking, me, me, me. How much can I get? You know, how much can I get for nothing? As opposed to how much value can I provide, and exchange for the value that I am generating and providing, what do I ask in return? That's not how people are taught to think. You know, it's just simply me, me, me. I want to be more important, richer. I want to have more fun, more pleasure. And ultimately, this is what sets up for someone to be easily manipulated and controlled through the system of debt, wage, slavery, which is the current system, a system that the controllers are attempting to actually shake up and create a new system through the Great Reset, which I believe is a much deeper level of control and a much harder level of control to get out of than the current system. But what I've come to, again, I've been someone who has been controlled by this consciousness a good bit of my life, chunks of my life. I've been in and out of it. And now the way I see things is more in terms of energy. What value can I put out? What is the value I am putting out and I'm offering to not the system of the matrix, not the system of the controllers, not the reptilian system, but the system of the life process, the system of something that is life generating and life affirming, something that produces more energy, creativity, and joy, not just for me, but other beings on the planet. How can I offer value to that and participate in that, as opposed to simply taking? And what I'm finding is when I am more in that mindset, it puts me more in the vibration of freedom as opposed to the vibration of slavery. That being said, I'm going to make another video on this topic. I got another interesting story from when I was a child involving this very concept, but I'm going to end this today. I will see you on the other side. Be well, my friends. Be strong and stand in your truth, vibration, and love frequency.